at the end of the day, Eternal Fire, everyone's popping off. The comms are really clean. Woxic's looking good as a leader as well as an AWP player. And we have that fullback double AWP of Emor as well. In fact, I say just Emor. Calix can AWP. We saw him do it as well. I feel like you have so many AWPers in Eternal Fire. But talking of AWPers, I mean, we're not really on the map for it, Harry.
Yeah.
How's Poison supposed to get back in? Maybe he just needs to stick for the rifle for this T-side.
Well, that's something that's kind of messed up here, is that they're about to make Poison play T-side Inferno. So it's like, oh, if you were out of it on Dust 2, boy, are you going to be out of it here to open up your map pick? Like, this is not ideal for the Poison redemption arc. Still, I think it's going to be worth keeping an eye on him. There we go.
Yeah, my singular eye is going to be on Poison. I am Mike Wazowski, and this is my story. It's a Monsters Inc. reference. I can see you're a little rumbled by that one.
I know. What?
Never seen Monster Inc., huh? Shame, Harry. Get it together, man. All right, Julie's ready. Flash peek. Oh, it pops back for fnatic. Emor gets thrown a flash, and he will pick up a kill. Julie's
he fires them quick, like, and all across the board, everything's coming up Eternal Fire. He's got a lollipop taped to the right trigger, he does.
Yes.
That used to be the way.
Why a lollipop?
For any, you used to put like the lollipop stick on a trigger. It was like a good way of being able to push it faster.
Oh, on a controller.
On a controller.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I never used a controller.
That was like the budget way to do it.
Yeah, it's like putting blue tack in the middle of your screen to no-scope in. Yeah,
I just licked the center of my screen, and then it leaves a smudgy outline.
Exactly.
Here's Messi dropping into the pit, and
Emor's
dropping to
here.
his death. Emor with the doolies, on for 4. Won't quite manage the 4th, but still, you can't argue with them results.
Emor needs more, but not more ammo. He's got plenty of that. Chock full of bullets. As are fnatic in that round, they get sliced up. All right, a reassuring pistol. And we saw some of the aggressive aspects of Eternal Fire's CT side on Dust 2, right? The fact that they would push long, into push B, into push lower, into peak mid. Like, they were all over it. And so, you know, already some cool setups shown. That flash peak with a triple hold at Banana. fnatic were left with 2 players with all the util. No one to throw it for. For Glocks, Alex, he's going to flash him into B. But Emor is not going to get blinded. If he can... Oh, he's not looking into the wall. He is spotting, so maybe this will get him. But even so, he can just drop off and retreat safe. He does have a smoke. They're running him down, though. Nothing to lose. It's dangerous to continue fighting for Emor, and he wants the danger, although that maybe ain't the play. Full rush for fnatic. And now they've got a gun to work with. Maybe boost Alex up over the sandbags, can catch a CT angle. But really, past this point, the round is very difficult unless fnatic die for their leader. Set Alex up for opening kills. Gonna go back and check the flank, but Eternal Fire have not yet activated.
Yeah, long have they waited.
Pepsor been baited.
Woxic activated. It's Antares here to only get the double. Maybe there's a chance of getting a bomb plant for fnatic. Will they be ready for Calix down in the pit? He's dinked, but it's only a Glock to do the damage, so Alex in a bit of a tricky situation.
Ooh, mama.
All right, the trickster getting his deck of cards ready. Bomb now down, and Alex out with the swing, draws the Joker, the short end of the stick, and Eternal Fire are in with their second. They do get the conversion, but a bomb plant in what was, you know, a full eco is pretty nice for fnatic. They will take that. That's a lot of damage, and it's money made.
That's a lot of damage. Triple kill with a bomb
Some would even
plant.
say emotional damage.
Emotional damage. That's a good meme. That's been going around, making the run round here at PGL.
It has, hasn't it? You know, like we're taking it all back. What's your favorite vintage meme? Let us know.
Me or the audience?
The audience.
Okay.
You know, I'd say it so generally. I'd say, Hugo, what's your favorite meme?
Let us know.
I wouldn't say let us know either. It's just you and me in the room.
Well, it's you and the voices, Harry. You got to keep that in mind. I know what's on in your head. Pepsor, first banana taker, and it's never a fun roll with nades coming down, but he does live around the molly. The nade, oh, he was trapped into that tree. And And deforested by the deep HE. He's going to move up now. So the fight will give him that space. If they lob the second nade, he would be dead. Instead, fnatic feigning an execute, just throwing a lot of stuff off the banana. That's a nice nade. Peps, oh, he's so low. Just been eating these dunks. And they're not donuts. Back to A for fnatic. The top B re-smoke down. They're going to try and take brackets. Long cutoff for Woxic. He can spam, or he can molly. That's going to stall fnatic out. He even held that for a few seconds, so fnatic have no one in middle. By the time the molly fades, the smoke will shortly too. They're going to try and beat it though. Quick flash, and 2 players on short re-aggressing.
Re-aggressing, all
yes,
right.
all right.
Xantares
Thank you,
swinging
Harry.
out, looking for this fight. He's got Calyx with him. How will they do? Woxic and Xantares pincering in middle, and it's a mow down.
Wow.
Woxic lines him up, knocks him down, and there it is. The rifle round comes out for fnatic. There was a random
does
P in
become
there.
out, yeah. See, don't call me out on words I missed, because I will get you back.
Yeah, it's fine.
You are not perfect, and neither was that mid-take. Absolutely mauled.
Yeah, dude, I loved it. Like the kind of push and pull nature of it. You know, you have like Woxic just sat on the long side, and then Calyx and Xantares getting aggressive over towards short, right? And that kind of pulls fnatic out into this crossfire, into Woxic, who just had to sit there and wait. So.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't re-smoke long there as well, because they already know that because Woxic held that molly for a second, like the timing of them actually popping out mid is really bad in terms of having the long smoke. No one's even looking, really. First player's out, a wide swinging short, so a couple of freebies, and then, you know, once you got 2, well, 4's easy. Just keep shooting. And Eternal Fire, right now looking very solid on the CT side. This is what I mean when I talked about in that post-game about how this team has just played a lot of maps against a lot of teams, different tiers. So they're going to be experienced. They're going to have protocols in place, things to fall back on. And right now, starting CT side is only doing them favors. Now that one is maybe a bit much. Poison even 1-digs Woxic through a smoke. And fnatic suddenly make this round winnable yet. 3 on 5, it's a broken buy, but they've got a chance. That nade almost blows the gun back. Xantares is leaving his teammate here. This is crazy as well, because X-File has full util. He's not going to get to use it. They're already fighting. He doesn't know. Pepsor changing weapon. X-File needs to get that molly down and get the hell out if he wants this B site to survive. The nade is nice. That is a chunky one. And there's a re-smoke dropped in spawn, so he can solo B. This is perfect for X-Cloud. Looked like he could have died, but no one helped Pepsor out at the top of B, has too often been the case.
Bro, he's just done, like, so well. Like, you know, there was no business in him in this spot as well, where you were, like, 3 on 5 in a really weird place. You were meant to do this much, you know? Like, he had that full battle utility. It looked like it was going to be a travesty, and he wasn't going to get to use any of it. He won the first fight. His nades brought everyone down low.
Oh,
Eternal Fire with a bit of a misread here. You know, they just kind of given mid a little look in. Even then, I'm hesitant to say they really cleared it too much. Calyx is thinking like, yeah, man, it's not A. Like, I've cleared apartments. Everything's good. Oh, my God. Yeah, they will. They will see him eventually. And so shot in the back of the head. Eternal Fire will be saving. And I think that's a damn shame, considering X-Cloud really did try to make that round as interesting as he could. You know, bit of a misread for Eternal Fire. The kind of confirmation bias, they haven't heard anything at A, they take a peek shallow into middle and go, oh, that's clear, so there's no way fnatic are coming this way.
Xantares leaves B as fnatic group up 5B, and then Xantares leaves A as fnatic group up 4A. Like, no info, just really unlucky timings on those rotates both times, and, you know, if he's there, there's a world where he can multi-kill low fnatic players because of the HEs, and they didn't have weapons prior to getting all these entries on the A site. So nice round out of fnatic. Bomb plant is deep, they'll survive in the pit. So on the board, although that's just a crazy round to grab, it was Poison 1-digging through mid-smoke, killing Woxic. Can't really account for that. And also, Emo ran down banana. So, you know, we were crediting Eternal Fire's CT side and some of their setups. That's not much of a setup. It's just a bit of a play, we'll call it. And fnatic were ready to stop it. Smoking that molly. Orb's back out. Emo's playing it now. Going to take it over to B. I like it. We haven't had enough Emo Orb. We've had one on Vertigo. Gets it big when Woxy was low, and he got a kill, I think. So I want to see more Emo Orb.
Oh, you don't get a better opportunity than that. Woxy's actually chasing them down, and together him and Emo are going to finish off Pepsor. Calix.
Oh dear. Is that a 2G? Torres burns his teammate.
Yeah,
Calix knew what he was getting into, mate. He swung into that molly. He knew what was up. It's still winnable. Quick rotate. Fnatic want to go fast because they've seen 3B. They're actually in the bomb site with that smoke. X5, there are apps, but he still kills Poison. This guy is so clean. And Xantares back from pit will deliver death. It's only Alex. 1v4. McPeakin up on short, and he sees nothing.
He's got to go super big if he wants to win this one. Down in the pit. He knows that Xantares is there, but he's just not getting given these fights. And at any moment, he could get swung. Every second spent looking at the site is a second for Xantares to work this angle down in the pit. And so there he is. Late swing. Locks the round in. 4-1 for Eternal Fire. That's in spite of the team kill. Yeah, you know, I mean, that wasn't Xantares' fault at all. Like, I don't think anyone's looking at that going, oh, wow, we just molly the apartment.
Like, I think
totally
it's just a risk. It's a risk.
Calix goes for, like, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, the risk-reward players. They wouldn't expect me to push this Molotov, and they didn't. But fire is hot, and it does have a tendency to hurt you if you stand in it.
It's your medical advice from Harry Russell. Stand and fire. Pretty good advice. Some of the best you've given on the broadcast.
Just any of the extremes, like real cold as well, is also pretty dangerous.
Not when it's controlled. An ice bath, Harry, can be good for the body. A reset. Fnatic, they're trying to break the money themselves. They're trying to put Eternal Fire on pistols, and they take mid. This time the util's far cleaner. Porch Molly on top of the smoke on the long side. It has faded. Re-aggression smoke from Eternal Fire from the pit side. They get mid back. It's really, really clean. Fnatic want to pop through. I love the call. It's just trading mid. It's like that top B retake utility, or you take utility as it's known. Poison smoke, and it's his shot. Nice stuff. Waiting for that T-Orb to activate, and now it will. Woxy. A couple of times he's had it, he's been shut out by Poison. Force an early rotate, but we've already seen Xfloud solo B pretty well. Emo won't be convinced. Maybe they flash him back into Banana instead, but this is wasting time. And even though you get that info, Fnatic are pretty much ready to go.
Flash to try and send the guys out of the apartments, and they do overwhelm Calix. Now Xantares got his work cut out for him. Needs to buy time. These rotations are still worlds away. And Xantares with a double. It's a real shame. Eternal Fire weren't actually believing in his hold there. Emo started to leave, started to go away from the rotate. Now they kind of look interested because of that double, and Xfloud just getting here has reclaimed the 2-on-2. Another for Xfloud, who's looking right at home here on Inferno. It's all left onto Alex. 1v2, back at the site, first frag found. Emo, late out long, the man a little fake. Now needs to get it over the line. It's damage either way, and ultimately Emo's going to be the man to lock it in. That's a round for Eternal Fire. One that, I mean, on paper, never should have been, right? Like, as mentioned, they literally were like, Emo was leaving. He was going back to B to save. He was like, oh, Xantares, you're alone, basically 1v5 in A. Yeah, lol, I'm going to go hold on to the M4 guy. And, dude, Xantares does this to kickstart it all. Then, phenomenal from Xfloud, who I think has been, like, just a standout Inferno player thus far. He's had some really lovely moments. And then Emo wins the 1v1.
Yeah, poor Alex. So many shots off with that AK, but just not enough to close the kill. Really, really nice round for Xfloud. He is a talent, right? This guy, you know, coming through as a young player, a pug star initially, and then, you know, bit of time in Gorillas. Obviously, that team kind of went nowhere. And from that point, this guy went on and joined the best Turkish team, this Turkish super team, and they're looking to 2-0 fnatic right now to knock them out of the major. That would be insanity. Can they close it? Right now, the lead is solid. 5-1 fnatic. Some close rounds, some close opportunities. Clutch players coming through for Eternal Fire. Banana take again for Eternal Fire. They throw a lot of utility. 3 there starting. Just drop over the util and leaves. Antares won't hang forever. Voxic back on the long side orb. They're going to go for it. Emo again wants to get involved. Very risky play, but he won't commit to it. The nades trap Alex and just dodges them. But there are players close. Pepsor, such a hard role. He's 0-6, but he is the guy having to entry B. And often these trades are really weak on Pepsor's plays. Oh, Alex pulls nades. Pepsor can't cover. He's blind. And that's only once. Antares gets a second, but the trades are in. Xcloud, the third man here, is good for 2. And Alex now in a clutch again. Another 1v2 to try and get fnatic on the board. Voxic scoped up just in case, but with that plant, the retake is on.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for Alex. He doesn't even plant over at Coffins, but still walks into the nade for the bomb plant. Now he's low. Now he's restricted, tucked in dark. Gonna have to try and just line him up, knock him down. Gonna get given a fight from the CT side. The second player's wrapping Coffins. And doesn't matter. Alex is clean. This is a beautiful CT side. Once again, another great hold out of Xcloud over towards B. Yeah. In situations where, you look at it and you go, okay, 2 would be ideal here. He always tries to do even 1 better than that, right? Yeah. Always good for the double, it feels like. And even though these flashes in towards Banana, I mean, they were great flashes, but fnatic were kind of set up for it. They had anti-flash players. They had guys ready to respond to that play. It's the flasher that they can't get past.
Yeah, especially when he re-aggresses there. It's such a crazy play, but it's exactly why it works, right? fnatic have just killed 2 guys aggressing B. They know that someone threw the flashes. They know there's 3 there, but they don't think he's also pushing dry, and he's so close. That's how he gets away with a double kill, and fnatic trade it, but yeah, just another shutdown clutch. And Calix, we saw that peak from Alex's perspective. Very, very annoying. Good flash, and Voxic on the boost. The orb finds a 5v4. Finally. And now if you have players like Voxic waking up, it's even more terrifying for fnatic. Gonna try and pop out Boiler, but there's a molly there. They can't do much with it. Forces the orb shot and makes him go back to the bomb site. But Voxic is fine to retreat. 5v4, loads of util. fnatic, they can take mid if they want. But ultimately, it's the bulk at B right now. And this retake utility is going back in for Eternal Fire. Smoked off. Pepsil's waiting in it. Xcloud ready to smoke off the B bomb site. At the first sign of trouble.
Fnatic might just try running through, try brute forcing the B play.
Ow.
Xcloud again with a double. Can he take out a third? Oh, getting overwhelmed, but he holds on. And man, this guy was forged in the flames of Inferno. Look at him go. 7-1 up for Eternal Fire, and they will keep on burning as long as this guy keeps on kicking. 7-1, fnatic. Oh, it's all starting to fall apart. The wheels are off the wagon. They can't seem to turn this around. It is dire straits now.
Yeah, just solid anchoring, man. Every time a different position, whether he's being the guy throwing a utility, pushing down Banana, sometimes playing sandbags, now back at quad, always doubling up or living with 1. Never letting fnatic into this B bomb site. They cannot get comfortable. Pistols again. The 1 round fnatic 1 was an eco like this, but it relied on a dig up mid. It relied on Emo pushing down Banana. We haven't had any more Banana takes since that point. It's fast for fnatic. I like the pace. Gonna catch Eternal Fire with nades out. Cannon target the kill. Xcloud in the bomb site. Right place, right time. And even better results. 2 kills. Bomb at his feet. But they're on the long side. He turns back. And that's when Poison capitalizes. There's still a hope here for fnatic. These eco rounds are being snuck past the keeper. And Eternal Fire 1v3 for Woxic. That molly bounced back the other way. It might trap Mezzy in the corner. Woxic, oh, he throws it deep. He doesn't know that Mezzy is still here. And he may as well save. But running would only trigger the attack dog, the roof for fnatic to hunt.
Kind of insane that that's the round you win if you're fnatic, but hey, you'll take it.
And still xFAL gets a double kill. But it didn't matter, did it? A lot of players caught with nades, not ready for that kind of pace on a round for fnatic. A lot harder to do with rifles, right? You can just run and gun the pistols a lot more effectively. And on Inferno, such a snowball map when you get the opening kill. If you just keep pushing, you know the numbers, you know that A is often weak early, especially with these banana takes for Eternal Fire.
While we have this little attack pause,
Hit me.
is a cool quote, right? This is to do with Big. We're talking about Big just for a second. This is from Tabson on Crimbo.
Yeah.
He said Crimbo could have gone international, but he decided to play for the academy team with the dream of playing in the main Big roster.
Hey.
And he also went on to praise him as like one of the best talents Germany's had in years.
Yeah.
Now,
Sure.
who does that remind you of? Who else could have gone international but elected to stick by Big and, you know, hang out with? Exactly, dude. It's kind of a cool comparison.
Also
right?
an in-game leader and a fragger,
Yeah.
right? He in-game led that big open academy team.
I just found that super interesting, so I thought I'd drop it in while we had a little lull in the action.
Well.
But now we're right back in. Eternal Fire, needing to right their wrongs.
Just saved Orb, a couple of invested MP9s. xFAL, no money, sadly. He's been the hero of the CT side. But Woxic's got his big green. However, fnatic double nading up B, gonna beat and bully Emor. 2 nades are as good as 1 though. Tepsor, poor guy, he is in just the I hate the role. It's horrible. It's so hard. And you're always gonna be the guy getting, you know, bullied by utility or picked first. We've seen these flash peaks. Not fun. Left alone at Banana right now. 4 on A. Quite a read. And they're literate, all right. Woxic got to toe the line between aggressive and passive, and he walks into the waiting rifle. Evil just runs it down mid, and he gets 2 off the MP9. There's still 2 more players here. The AWP's been secured. Xantara's not usually an AWPer, but let's see what he can do. They're running back to B. xFAL doesn't have the kit for the job. He's only got a USP. He can throw this close pop flash, but what can he really do? Not a double this time, I can assure you.
Oh, there's a weird fight going on over towards A, and Calyx versus Crims is going to come to matter a hell of a lot, right? This B-pop that was about to come through has been called off. Calyx last time missed this timing. Oh, he might miss it again.
Yeah.
Caught out in middle, and Mezzy is the one to find him. Now Eternal Fire scrambling, rotates A-Wood. Oh, it's so awkward. Xantara's only just getting here, but he's already smoked off. He's already saving.
There's AK's mid.
xFAL going to go looking for a rifle. Mr. Multi-kill himself, now armed with an AK. However, as confident as you are, as good as you've looked, I don't think you give this one a go. As good as he's been, as much as he's given us. This is a fnatic round.
Nice.
But for real this time.
Yeah, for real. I like that fake out as well. They ran so loud to top B there in that 3-on-3. You know, they're hoping that Calyx makes an aggressive play in mid. That's why Crims is still waiting. And they make so much noise that, you know, it seems like they're going to go. And really, they probably could have gotten away with it. Smoking CT would have cut Xantara's AWP off. And there's only a USP there. Not that fnatic know how open that was. But hey, it worked as well. Calyx walking down mid. A free kill back into another round for fnatic, trying to build in Harry, trying to, may I say it, wake up on this T side. There's still hope. But Eternal Fire with another rifle round after a couple of low economy purchases. Emor, this guy's crazy sometimes, man. That P9 mid push was excellent. fnatic were not ready for a second player to swing it. Triple B again. Should be no surprise after what we've seen. Alex, oh, the flash comes in. He sees it over the wall. Will drop in time. fnatic just sit back in this D4 again. Turn fire. Wait on the triple B with a flash primed for Woxic's contact. And, you know, you can always have, yeah, Emor's doing it again. He just loves to get aggressive. I wonder if they'll make the play or rather wait for Woxic to take a shot before Emor goes. They might miss the timing entirely. It's going to be Calix and Zantares, a duo as old as Turkish time, sitting back in the pit.
Yeah. Gonna have to be another worldly hold though from these soldiers from outer space down in pit. They're getting wrapped on the long side. No one looking at it yet. Zantares needs to keep his wits about him. Just gets tucked in down in mini. Up through Banana. Emor arrives. There's more where that came from though, and Alex has found them both. There's even a chance to go back to B now. 30 seconds. Bomb crossing in towards A, and it's all started to fall apart. They didn't know about Zantares. He's kind of made things awkward now, especially with Woxic dropping the bomb on the cross. It's this late wrap out through the apartments that looks to seal the deal. A missed shot for Woxic, and he's getting pushed through Library. He's going to get shot in the back by Alex.
Knife him.
Oh, dear. There it is. Money made. And fnatic up onto 4.
Oh, that's great. I was a little worried there, Harry. Alex gets both kills on the banana flank. It was heard last second. Poison called it, and Alex saved it. And, you know, for a second it looks like, oh, fnatic, they can go back, like you said. But they go in, they lose 2 players immediately, and you're thinking, oh, God, what have they done? Fortunately enough, fnatic slow it down. They give Alex time to wrap. They get the entry onto Zantares. There was definitely a world where Eternal Fire could have 2-on-5'd it. Good stuff. Knife is very big there, even not just for money, but for the mental. Because you know, Alex, he was laughing away at that one. But a couple of rounds ago, Woxic was getting shouty, man. Saw him on the cam getting very loud. Gonna take more than that to get in Alex's head, though. 2K a player, and this is how fnatic get back into this game. Another eco for Eternal Fire, another round where it should be hopeless.
And I mean, you know, in terms of like the kind of calls, the reads here early on, I think Eternal Fire were looking better in that regard. But in the last, you know, now, say like 4 rounds or so, it started to go back the other way. And it feels like fnatic are the ones warming into this now. Clean scout shot for Woxic. Do like that as the opener. He's been entrusted as the sole defender of this A bomb site. Everyone else stacked up at B. Now, Eternal Fire has spent a lot of these last few rounds really prepping for a B hit that is yet to come in. Right, so often when they've triple lent B, they haven't really got the fights from fnatic that they've been hoping for. This round, they're 4 strong here, but because fnatic have already taken top mid, they've already got all this room, they're feeling like B's a little sus right now. You know, you get given all this space, given all this room to work with over in middle. The bomb is still here, and I think they're going to try and wrap the B play, but no, okay. I think the realization's dawned on them now. They run out of there. They will get dropped on Banana. Eternal Fire give chase, and now that's the bomb dropped. This is starting to get out of control. Crimson Messi need to get the bomb back. I mean, there's no planting. This is now just a duel at Banana. Smoke goes in. That gives them cover to try get the bomb. Spam from either side is yet to find its mark. And they scoop the bomb up and get out of there with it. That's pretty insane for fnatic. And it just might be what was needed to save this round.
Oh, Messi can still shut this all down before the problem arises. They line up. Messi with 2 and the tap to close. He had 1 bullet left in the mag after that. Messi steps up big with a hold down B. But that is mental. After, you know, some madness in the first place to even get that bomb dropped, I don't know how no one dies to the smoke spam. The orbs firing off, the AK's rattling through on both teams, and just fnatic, they grab it, they get out of there, and Messi shuts out the entire round. Beautiful work. That's a tap. Ho, ho, ho. And fnatic working their way back into this game, whether Eternal Fire like it or not. This is a bit of a streak now on the T side, rising 4 in a row. Nice nade. Oh, jumped out by Poison. Whoever goes tree gets dunked. That has been the consistency. Woxic take down Poison on the B peak, has yet to do this deep, aggressive angle on the orb. Oh, don't hang around, 10 health, one shot will do it. Alex flashes a re-peak, Wox goes over the boost, but Pep's already re-aggressed into Tree, and they have no idea. Finally, the Banana Man gets away with it. X-Cloud dealing with a long lurker, but the timing, he walks away, and Crims dinks him through the wall. 4-on-3, the back is open, the AWP shuts it out. Eternal Fire is just one man between fnatic and B.
That was a leg. That is so brutal. If that's the kill, I think Eternal Fire give this a go. And once again, it feels like they're in two minds as to whether or not they want to attempt this. Xantares runs the entire way like he wanted to go for it, and Calix was already saving. Yeah, I'm getting kind of worried, if I'm being honest. You can very much feel how the momentum of this game has switched up, how fnatic are now the ones like very, very quickly building up into it. Eternal Fire don't even really seem like they're on the same page right now. That's how like some of these retake rounds have gone. It feels like, you know, one part of the team wants to do one thing, one part of the team wants to do another thing. And then to top it all off, you've got a game that started super one-sidedly. I mean, Eternal Fire was 7-1 up. Like they felt like they couldn't set a foot wrong, and now it's 7-6. Now the gap's getting closed. There barely is a gap anymore. And, you know, you're staring down the barrel of another one of these, like, partial investment rounds with the save. You can maybe make a case for buy-in, but then that restricts you looking at the future. You're having to make a lot of decisions that you didn't want to make. A lot of sacrifices you didn't want to have to call. A lot of rounds that you just don't want to have to play in the fashion you're playing them, and it's all starting to get very, very worrisome. Fnatic are well and truly built back up in this game, and starting to deliver more what we hope to see. I think a lot of that coming from a big performance from Alex. It feels like in terms of the reads, he's felt a lot more comfortable. He's also finding a lot of impact. He's getting a lot of space created for the team. And in doing so, you know, as your IGL's getting better, as Alex is feeling more comfortable, that's only going to rub off on the rest of the team. It feels like Woxic's kind of lost control of this CT side.
Yeah.
And so they need a success, or else I see this going 8-7.
Oh, Crim's so patient. The kill comes to him, and now, yeah, Mezzi's going to grab the bomb. They're just going to rotate for their B hit. There's a gap in that smoke. Maybe Fnatic can cheat their way through it. Flash. Oh, X-Cloud. Yeah, he dropped. That was so audible. It was so obvious.
Everyone feels that they need to make a play right now because they kind of do. And that's making them play super low. Seymour, it's a damn good try. It's a lot of damage. But once again, it's like you need the kills in place of it. Now, that nade could be juicy.
Everyone's so low.
Look at the HPs, man. Look at them. But even then, like, Calix got mopped up and he was saving. Guy wasn't even trying to go for the round. He was over at the A site and he got killed. So
Crims is hiding in graveyard.
Yeah, super awkward for Woxic. And Fnatic are up on a 7, 1 away from the 8-7 half they were looking for. As mentioned, 7-1 down at one point in time. And now look at how it's going.
Yeah. Remember when X-Fab was doubling up on B holds? There's not been B executes since that point, really, because the rounds are getting decided in other places. It's either Fnatic going for, you know, these A-Raps, or it's Eternal Fire getting very aggressive and losing the round earlier in different places like mid or banana.
You could feel this game starting to slip because it felt like it came out of nowhere because things were going well for Eternal Fire, but they made one decision at one point to kind of triple lean B, get a bit tricky with like the gamble, right? Call something out of spawn, like, okay, Woxic goes, I think they're going to hit B this round. And then they don't, and they went A, and they lost the A site, and everything started, you know, that was just one round, but then they stack B again, and Woxic goes, no, the B hit is coming, it's coming, guys, trust me, lean into B. And then they went A, and they lost A. And you can kind of see how this is going. It's like, over time, Woxic's no longer really feeling like he's got a read on the game anymore individually. Maybe the trust isn't there between the other guys, because they're kind of going, hey, he told us it was going to be a hell of a lot, and it never was. And it kind of feels like this CT side's broken down a bit for Eternal Fire, whereas Fnatic, they've never had as much belief in this series as they do right now. This is the best streak they've been on throughout the entire thing. So, out in towards mid, they're picking up the pace. This is a more standard 3-2 setup, which is nice for Eternal Fire, and this could actually be a winning recipe. Ooh. No longer obsessed with the idea of a B play. They've got 3 bodies in this A bomb site to hold the line, and hold it down they shall. I think that is such an important round, not just to win out the half, but just for the mental game, just to get Woxic kind of back into the read of this one, back into the vibe of it. Finally, you were able to erect the defense, put a stop to one of these faster rounds out of fnatic, and that is like a nice mental reset heading into this second half of play.
Absolutely, and it's not really going to do much to stop Fnatic's confidence at this point. Right now, they go to the easy side. Now they sit back and relax with a 7-round T-half. Going to be awfully happy with that one. They can just wait to see what Eternal Fire are going to throw at them. It's a smoke flash on Xfloud. It's P250 for Xantares. And Eternal Fire, what gimmick do they have in this pistol round? Very important here if they want to 2-0 this series. Much as how it was in Dust 2. Momentum might just spell the end of Fnatic if Eternal Fire can start rip-roaring on this T side. Alright, Xantares is holding B. Looks like they want to go back to this late B. Util's there for Xfloud. He's holding a flash for Xantares. Meanwhile, Eternal Fire very loud in the apartments, trying to sell something on A. Fnatic aren't falling for it, much as how Eternal Fire, held strong their triple B setups. This is a lovely setup for Fnatic. Crims with the flash. Even if Mezzy dies, it doesn't matter because they should not check for Alex. They flash peek it though very early, and Alex, he's trying to escape. He does get a quick tap on Woxic. They might just let him go and play the execute. They'd rather the control at top B. 4-on-4 now. Xfloud, he doesn't have anything in terms of flashes. He's given his smoke to Emor. So Eternal Fire, options are open. They know there's a 2-2 right now. They're going to use that to pummel A.
It's the double PPs on the short side, and here they are, churned up right away. They get beat, reduced to meat, and the A site now falls apart. Fnatic 2 versus 4. And admittedly, Emor's looking a little worse for wear. Looking a little low. The rest of the gang should be able to pick up the pieces. Xantares tries his hand at a little taparoo there.
Just buys even more time, right? Like it just a couple of fallback shots. Fnatic, they're walking in. They may have the kit, but kills aren't being given up with this setup. You've got to hunt them, and Alex will finally walk into that P2. Crim's a kill, but he's got to save the kit. There's no winning this one, and they can hunt him down. It's Eternal Fire with a pistol now. I'm never willing to count out these force buys on CT Inferno. Certainly not, but that's one notch on the tally, and now they can certainly start to build into this second half. Fnatic, after a big streak of 6 near the end of their T side, now 2 down in a row. Stay out of your heads. Meanwhile, on the A stream, Na'Vi and Vitality. Still on map 1, Na'Vi winning, but it's not done. It's a force up for Fnatic, no surprises here. MP9, Crim's still on the CZ. Old habits die hard. Bruce, will it work?
I tried to think of another one and I got nothing.
Yeah, puns there. Nuka to me. There's nothing to me. I don't know. There was something there. That was a reach. You haven't seen the film, so get it.
Apparently not. Here we go. Out towards top mid for Eternal Fire. They are walking into this 4-man stack. MP9 on Alex. For him, old habits die hard too.
That one's pretty good, man, because that's like the second film.
Yeah, that's good, right?
All right.
Calix over here in the apartments and a lineup for Crims. It's a lot of damage, but still a 1-for-1. You'll take that out of the CZ. That's also going to force Eternal Fire to kind of double down on this A push. It's still where the stack is. It's still where everybody resides. For Fnatic. 4th man's rotating in through CT spawn, so your long players are even on a timer here. You're waiting for smokes to fade before you go, but a lot of time now ticked off this clock, rather, as they go running in. This is where the trade needed to happen. Alex fumbles it.
Oh,
they don't check for poison.
Hello.
Ah!
Hello.
Oh!
Poison?
Oh, dear.
That might be GG.
Oh,
No.
my goodness.
What? He heard the plan. He heard it. Did he think it was default? Poison. It was right next to him. Don't get me wrong, that's a very abnormal plant spot. But ears? Sound? The comms must be loud. I don't know, I'm coping. What? He runs right by the planter. Not only is Poison 4 and 15 having a very rough go at things, but that is a disastrous position. He could have stopped bomb with 15 seconds. Don't get me wrong, not a round winner. He will get traded, but my God. Smooya would have killed him. I'm just shocked. Whatever. Go over this one. Grumbled. Crims may grumble, but they're going to get the bomb and go back to B. It's only Alex with a USP and 8 health. Good spot, but he will die. Safe to say. Maybe he gets Emo here. Oh, the bullet's eaten by the fountain.
Crim saving a Mach 10 isn't really great, so maybe go look, maybe go seek your fortune. See if you can make some money. Here's a player going library. Oh, oh my God.
The jump. X-File's such a beast, man. And yeah, he slowed down towards the end of the CT side, but now he's picking it back up. And this is Eternal Fire poised to run away with this series and eliminate fnatic from major contention. Stress for Crims. And you can feel it. He did all he could back on Dust 2. Of course, we haven't hit gun rounds yet for fnatic. But this is it. The first of not many to come. Still bonus for X-Cloud. Triple B beginning. AWP for Poison, holding ult. No one facing this, they're jumping up apps. Again, the two bottom performers in the server playing the same bomb site right now. They luckily have that rotate from Crims. Well timed. As Eternal Fire on a bonus round like this, it looks like they just want to explode on A. No dilly-dally, no fake play. Messi's taken Banana with a deep smoke. There's 4 on A now for fnatic. They have all the info. They're ready for this one.
Yeah, quad stack here. This is like the perfect read to try and build back in. And well, first kill found. Poison with his AWP. He's had a stupendously quiet series. CT AWP Inferno, this is where hopefully he can right those wrongs.
Oh,
Emo ugly on the spray. And well, now this stack learnt about Woxic going to do what he can, but he's racked through short.
Nice.
Crims will put a stop to it. fnatic, they had everyone in the right place, and so they're good to stand and deliver on that round there.
Fine to do that on your bonus, but now we need to see more defaulting for Eternal Fire because look at the reaction. fnatic, they're not going to get in their heads in that round. They get full Banana, they make the call, they full rotate A, and it's perfect, isn't it? If that was only a 3-man hold, Eternal Fire could have cracked it, but not with Alex hiding in the pits as well, or the graveyard rather. Poison, he broke his silent streak, he got a kill. Again, starting triple B, the Crim's very quick to rotate out. Double A to mid. They will bully Emo a bit, but with that long smoke and a short molly, Eternal Fire taking it very early in the round. And they go, they're committing again. He's got one tap.
Just got annihilated, like so deleted. Antares out on short. Bit of a tricky spot, right? You know there's a pit player, but you don't realize just the full extent of this A-side lean. fnatic once again pulling 4 over towards the A bomb site. Eternal Fire now starts to go back, but I like this from Alex. It's very forward thinking, right? He's set up so that he can peek mid and get the info that, guys, it's clear. Now we can dismantle this 4-man stack now. We'll lean away, and in fact, we'll take a bit of a gamble because we're 5 on 4. We're going to pull 3 over towards B. I didn't see them in mid, so either they're all coming apartments or they're going to go B, and he's got the read on this one. They're set up so perfectly to try and shut this down. Now, actually, fnatic slow for a moment. This is going going to leave them a little further back than would have been ideal. Not enough time to get the boost set up, which he would have loved over the smoke. It's going to get employed late, and Alex gets spammed.
Okay.
Will return the favor back at the site. Mezzi, good for one before he's traded. And it starts to fall apart now for Eternal Fire. They're going to get the bomb down, but a 2v4 post-plant needed. It's going to be a rough one.
If Poison's the first domino to fall, they have real estate, but that's a beautiful flick. They would have loved Ruin's control. Both these players tagged by Mezzi. Spam and Poison shuts them out one by one. That is more like it. If there was ever going to be a recovery, a resurgence for Fnatic, Poison, he's got to be doing stuff like that. So an excellent round on the retake. And right now, if there's one thing you can say about this for Fnatic, is the reads are perfection. They keep making the right call. They keep stacking the right bomb site. Eternal Fire are not doing their due diligence in the early round. They're trying to end it very quick with these executes. And Fnatic is stopping it. Always majority on the correct bomb site. Yet to see an issue there. So Eternal Fire, round like this, you can run wild with some fast pistols. You know, do how Fnatic got on the board essentially with their first T round, which was Tech9 rushing. But going back into their guns, they need to be more methodical. That's a beautiful entry, though. Maybe there's a chance. There's only two starting B this time. Already the rotates are flying in. Eternal Fire with those flashes, they won't commit. They weren't very grouped. The bomb's still back in spawn. They're going to look for another kill. Emor's very low and shot through the smoke by Crims on the retreat. Gun can still be retrieved, but now more of a standard round. And the awkward part about this for Eternal Fire is they would have loved to steamroll into B, but they have no nades now to take this site. Fnatic are gambling. This is a rotate. They move 3 towards A. Alex doubts it, yeah. Back to B with him. Crims has one molly and that's it. But he's gone out right now. And Eternal Fire, all they've got is contact. So they're going to use it.
Oh, Crims with the spot, dropping the molly in. That's going to split apart these offensive players. Beautiful work for Crims, and with Alex here to help him, it's looking good for Fnatic. Looking like they're going to get this one back under control. Yeah, Eternal Fire, it's a bit of a shame, right? You're dead on. I think they really wanted to just be able to run it down in towards B. But
I feel like they should have, to be honest. When that smoke comes down, there's such a big gap, and it's because there's a Coffins player that they don't, right? The gap is really nice, but I presume it was Crims on Coffin initially. But if they just go through it, maybe they 4-on-1 that B player and get a bomb planted, suddenly that's your only way in. With no util, if you stop there in the mid-round, what are your options? Even though Fnatic were actually solo B when they walked in, Crims kills like 3. Yeah, so it was Nico. It's not the end of the world. But now we need to see Eternal Fire actually have like lurk players. You know, Peps on the T side. The one thing he was doing was just constantly taking Banana. Even though Eternal Fire at the start of the half were really good with like flash peeking and getting that Banana control back and killing Peps, or just having that real estate, having a player there means not only will you not be flanked, but you won't be continuously walking into these quad A setups that Alex keeps calling.
Fire and wanting to fight for Banana and top mid control, right? This is the kind of closest we've seen them try to like this early default yet. With Banana smokes down, Fnatic are fighting for it, trying to deny this map control to Eternal Fire, trying to create that recipe for a quad A lead again. And with Crims winning a long fight, it's only sweetened the deal for Fnatic further. There's a re-smoke in at bottom Banana, so right now, you know, Eternal Fire just kind of stuck waiting to even take real estate that oftentimes, you know, Fnatic in their T-half would have already had by now.
Yeah, there were really solid B nades with these triple B starts, so with only X-Cloud there, he won't be able to take it. Emor hits a banger onto the big man Crims. That's quite a scalp to find early, and it's drawn Alex back into the long side to fill this gap. If they exec B now, it's theirs, but they're not set up for it, and there's a re-smoke. They're going to fake it and go back to A instead. All right, this is nice for Eternal Fire. They're really playing with Fnatic's hearts and minds, but now they need to hit A before the realization sets in that this is just a fake. This is just a one-man play. X-Floud's on a lurk. Alex is starting to work this one out. He will check his long gap, but it's a short side rush.
Double pit setup, right? Missed shot for Poison. He's gonna have to put on a bit of a show here. Very little time, and everyone's getting melted. Still haven't dealt with the double pit play. Turn for Emor, but he will get run down, silenced, and dealt with. X-Floud tries he might to late lurk B. It becomes very unimpactful.
Yeah,
and
he even got his B lurk kill.
Yeah, you know, that one's stolen away from underneath them. It's a bit of a shame, you know, getting past a double pit setup like that. It's always scary, but normally with ample time, it's not much of an issue, right? The biggest problem there was that you had 20 seconds as you're going up short. It leaves you in a spot where you just have to run. You have to look danger dead in the eye. You have to look at Poison down in the pit and just hope he misses and that you can get into the site. Now, this series has had a lot of Poison misses, so that's almost not even a gamble you don't mind taking, but it's that double pit setup. It's the second man helping out, landing tags, slowing them down, making it a very, very easy spot for Poison to be in, and ultimately the whole round just starts to fall apart at the seams when that comes into play, when that realization dawns on Eternal Fire.
Yeah, I do want to keep giving Pepsol credit, because I think he's actually, like, his numbers aren't there. I don't think he's won, like, a huge amount of rounds, but he's been doing solid in the roles he's been in, whether that was T-side Banana taking or right there as a second pitman. Like, Poison whiffs 2 shots on the approach. He hits a couple near the end, but it's Pepsol that covers the player crossing towards him. The stress is getting there for Emor as well. X-Floud got his B kill in that round, but you know, it was like a lurk kill off of a rotate. They already knew that it was going to be an A play. So yeah, I'm getting very worried for this T side right now. Fnatic are out-reading, out-rotating, and the one time that they, you know, Eternal Fire finally fake out properly and they get Fnatic in a 2-2, like you said, 20 seconds, double pit, such a hard setup to get past, and they will not. Calyx has also gone completely silent this game, and that has to be drawn attention to. Bottom of the server, 6 kills, had no impact in this map, have not said his name, didn't do anything CT side. It's been really, really rough for Calyx. So, yeah, it's getting scary for Eternal Fire. Fnatic are trying to drag us, kicking and screaming to overpass. And right now, with a final tactical timeout used from Eternal Fire, that might be possible.
See, it's even awkward, like with the save on X-Floud, you know, what do you want to do in terms of the money? I'm assuming, yeah, just partial investment around it. You know, you're at least banking up some loss bonus. So you got a hero gun, bunch of Tech 9s. This time a bit of utility, right? That's actually nice in this round because last time, you know, Eternal Fire were in this position, they went 5-on-4 up, and then they tried to slow it down, which you really just can't do when you don't have utility. You kind of need to be very punchy, you need to be pretty quick. Capitalize on every little advantage you take. In a round like this, you've at least got the ability to throw in a bit of util, to nullify some angles, to slow it down if you get that early pick and still run an exec later in the round. Instead, they might just try flashing, you know, pop flashing out of the apartments, trying to send Calyx in. He's got himself this cart smoke, right, to help get out through the balcony. Still has to go toe-to-toe with Pepsor to get there.
He walks it coming a lot, micromanaging this play. Tag gets heard. Long smoke. Fnatic know what's coming. They've got AAA. Got this Balk player still in position. Pepsor is a great spot. Flash does nothing for this position. They get stuck in the smoke. That's the bomb in apps as well. Crims has won his fight. Xantares, a must-win kill. He can't get the gun though. And again, Eternal Fire is slowing it down. Crims, he's given time to set up in pit. Poison pick through the smoke. And now they're just trying to chase down Crims. No support, no chance. This one gun is doing it all. That's a teammate. Oh dear, Eternal Fire getting antsy, getting jumpy, but they might finally be able to convert a T round.
Yeah, this is looking good, right? As long as no one gets caught overextending, going to push through the smoke on the reload is Mezzi. But now that he's fired off, they kind of know about him. They know that he was deep in there.
Wow.
I do love the show of restraint out of Woxic, just sat in graveyard. He definitely could have justified like giving it a jiggle on Mezzi's shot, right, when he hears him essentially right next to him on the other side of the wall at graveyard. But he just stays in this position, trying to safeguard the round. He's like, I've only got a Glock, so I'm going to be very, very timings-based. I'm just not going to give up the 2-on-2.
Yeah.
And that's how we win it. We win it on numbers alone.
The call there is like no one face and they're going to save.
Yeah.
Like, just no one do anything right now. That's the way we win this round.
No, that is a lovely kind of low econ round with a hero gun from Eternal Fire. It really is. And that little droplet of util feels like it kind of made all the difference. It gave them that ability to slow it down a bit in the 3-on-3, to muscle that pit player out to deal with. I think it was Crims down there, and they find a lot of success from it. So, yeah, brilliant. It feels like they've kind of learned from their mistakes as well of their last partial investment.
And these rounds have been so close. That is the first round won after 4 in a row for Fnatic, and Crims is already on a CZ. So, you know, these have been expensive rounds. Eternal Fire have had chances. Now they can break the money. Harry, if they win this round right now, Fnatic are in the dump. Fnatic are broken, and it's 13-11. This is the most important round yet in the game for Eternal Fire. There is no dilly-dallying around the topic. And xCloud left lurking solo B, man. He was a guy who cracked over the A site. It's almost a shame to see him on his own. Crims is trying to dance between the lava. Oh, the lineup! He hits 2. Pepsot, I don't know how he trades the kill, but it's massive. Still down to 10. They have 1 molly to get rid of him, but they're a long way from committing. That bomb's only now getting retrieved down mid. Eternal Fire got to make up their mind. Woxic, these are very hard rounds to call, but he has the full POV of all of his team now to work it out. He's going to walk back B, Poison with a regress. If he goes any further, he gets his info. Fnatic are carrying the long gap.
You know what's wild though? Poison, because he is having still a bit of a rough one. I don't think he goes further than this. I think he's going, oh, okay, now creeping in, nice, good.
Still
good timing on it. And he's got the info. Okay, now they know that it's not top middle. That's only left the B player with the smoke falling in. Eternal Fire, they've got to go through it. This round matters so much. Mezzi on the pillar, doubles up. There's not a trade. There's no chance of it. And Mezzi sends them back in out of B. Finally traded late by Calix, but in a world that's just overran by Fnatic, 1 versus 3, very little time, and getting pushed. Alex gonna silence him.
Alex has been so solid this entire half with his calls, with his reads, but most importantly, Harry, every time Eternal Fire have done that and tried to go back to B in a late round, they have been smoked the second they get there, and at that point they knew not only is the time too low for us to sit here and wait, but the more time we wait, the more info Fnatic get on A, the more they set up for a flank, the more info that Poison gets. They had to go through the smoke, and Mezzi doubles up at the back of the bomb site. It's a perfect round for Fnatic. Eternal Fire, they just can't crank into this B bomb site. They can't break through. The walls of utility for Fnatic have won it time after time. And this is reckless now. Xantares, he's got to pop. That's the only way. 2 guns in this round. Eternal Fire have tried to invest what they can, but while also playing for the next rifle. Mezzi and Alex, not a duo you want to run into right now. Eternal Fire go cold. Trying to make noise at A, a couple of flashes for xCloud. It's always going to be that E-pop, but this couldn't be a better timing. They actually have to smoke the Molotov instead of the CT spawn. Now they've got to dry run in and fight Alex where he stands. He will come to them. Quick kill. Can they trade it? No, Alex is good for 2. Mezzi falls and there's a double entry. Eternal Fire is what they've been waiting for all half. But like we said, there is no smoke for this cross and there is no hope in this round. Calix has gone cold. 7 kills and the D just doesn't do it. Fnatic hold on again. Oh my god, that util coming back in. This time it's not the banana smoke, or not the top B smoke, it's the molly smoke combo to take back banana, to force Eternal Fire's hand. And they have nothing left. 1T round all half, with the exception of that pistol and conversion. fnatic 3 away from overpass. Maybe inevitable.
Here's the thing, Eternal Fire, they've had chances to close this out. You know, they've had golden opportunities where if they'd won, you know, one of these last kind of 2 rounds that just sail on by, they could have broken Fnatic's money, but and you know, that would have left them in a great spot. I say like that opportunity's sailed past. It hasn't. It's still very much in play. It's just Fnatic are the ones gaining momentum again. Because they've at least done damage in these last few rounds, they kept them modest. On the smoke, Crim's been spam, would go a long way. But it's just the tag. Lots of B util going out for Fnatic. Trying to retake top banana, and with that comes the bounty of info that Banana and B are looking awfully quiet right now. Wouldn't surprise me if we see another player rotate over. Crims might be blind, but he's still good for one. That's not going to be enough, however. Fnatic are fully pulling everybody over towards this side of the map. If only these players that currently hold the keys to the site can just buy a bit of time. The rotates are moving in. Bomb now down. The double pit setup still not cleared in spite of the plant. And so Eternal Fire are getting sandwiched. They kind of need to try and deal with these pit players while they got them trapped. It's a very, very weird spot to be in.
Wow.
And Calix gets deleted. Pepsaw. Good for the burst. It's only xFloud left. Pepsaw with one hell of a round. And dude, that is so peculiar. You've got the bomb down on A. You're trying to play post-plant, but you never were even able to flush out the double pit setup.
Never.
You're like living next door to Voldemort.
Yeah, they know it's going on. Like, Eternal Fire know what setups Fnatic are running, not only because they've run it every single round, but there's only so many times you can plant in 4v4s and be like, where could they be? Ah, yes, the double pit. They even started with Poison B with the AWP, and that let Alex sit back and relax with Pepsaw, who is, again, every time they've come A, been solid, been doubling up. Alex does the same. Really sick round out of Fnatic and Eternal Fire. They have nothing left. Nothing in this convincing me that they can put together a T-side gun round. One exception being that A-pop with a gun on xFloud. Otherwise, it's been the Fnatic show. And overpass. Got to be considered. Maybe just a full-out B where you have to time your util right, because Alex is holding the smoke. He's not holding the molly though, so they can disrespect it if they have good flashes. Alex is lining them up on A to try and make out noise, and he's at least popped one in the face of Crims, but he's cleared mid right now. Is he going to start leaning B back? It's early in the round, but this is going to be the full B commit for Eternal Fire. In they come. Big molly.
Smokes in. Molotov to follow, they're running into it, they're burning, and their mollies haven't burnt Alex out. Still he's dead. Messi goes up, goes over. Oh, smoke spam from Crim's gonna help on out, and well, it starts to get super awkward now for Eternal Fire. Gonna try their hand on the plant. Messi's got this one though, as the smoke fades at Coffins, he's in and out like a light. Continuing to just strip away at Eternal Fire, never letting them get comfortable here.
Emo almost got spammed out through the glass. Double Coffins. Calix has to pop off, and he's looking away from the flash. Mezzi hits his headshot. Poison scoped up. Emo no chance to 1v4, and he is deleted in the air for Mezzi. Fnatic, 15 rounds. It has been an incredulous comeback on this CT side. There's no other way of spinning it. Some amazing rounds. And some deflating rounds for Eternal Fire, who are pulling out their first proper BX egg at 15-12
Yeah, you know, I think as this has gone on, the deeper into it we've gotten, I think kind of the limitations of Woxic's callings has kind of become a bit apparent, right?
Yeah.
And very much Alex has had the read on him time and time again. It hasn't really been a battle of brains, it's been a battle of brawn. I mean, even there, you know, fnatic have actually been the ones winning that out more often than not.
Now Poison's peeking mid. He's got his confidence back, Harry. That's a little terrifying for Eternal Fire's longevity as we move into Overpass as the third map, if this gets closed.
Which it looks like it's going to, right? For all intents and purposes, there's just 3 kills away. Standing between that third map and fnatic taking us there. Xantares, Calix, Xfloud. All that remain, the last hopes, and Calix, man, the timings that this guy's had, the kind of, oh, he might get naded. That is, I've never seen this actually kill someone.
Wow.
Over the top, onto the balcony. They tagged him to 1 health, so the nade really did just have to tickle him. And there it is. He's gone, having a very rough time. Xfloud and Xantares, they've been the 2 standout players for Eternal Fire for me. You know, this T side. Sure, it's had some limitations, it's had some issues, but these guys have often been able to deliver something. So let's see what they can do in the 2v5, grouping for a B hit. The utils come in to lock them out. They wait for that. There's going to be about 13 or so seconds on the clock as they try to come through.
Yeah, I mean, something is not enough at this point. Safe to say, fnatic. Couple of kills, should be easy. Poison posted through the smoke. He's going to go. Oh, they've seen him. He does die first. Bit awkward, but there's not time to get these reloads off. They've got to get the kills. And Alex goes 1 for 1. Mezzi at the back of the bomb site, and he has not had a problem shutting out these commits. Xantares is saving. 5 seconds, GG. Go next. fnatic pull a huge comeback up against Eternal Fire. They got 8 CT rounds. They went up 11-7, and fnatic did not stop on that comeback. I've got to give it to them. A really well called game for Alex. You said by the end it felt like Woxic could reach his limitations. That much has proven to be the case. And Eternal Fire very worried now, Harry, as we go into a third map of Overpass to fight for their tournament life.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I would like to think actually...